lot of fun to play football again. That's what I got to say about it. The guys around me played incredible at every position. The running backs ran the ball really well today. I think we ran for 170, something like that, 500 total yards of offense, 527. That's a total team effort if I've ever heard of one. So I thought I played pretty well. I got to watch the tape to really find out, but the guys around me played really well tonight, and I'm proud of them.
On that opening drive, you had two different times on fourth down where you threw a pass to get a first down, kept the drive alive, and you guys ended up getting a touchdown. Do you feel like that's those sequences kind of set the tone for you guys on offense? You were able to grind out a 13-play drive, get the 2 fourth-down conversions, and get the score.
I mean, that's just our offense from day one. We go by the book. A-Rod is strict to that thing because it's proven to work. And so I just hope to never see the punt team or the field goal team run on the field. And love to go for it on fourth down. I've always loved to go for it on fourth down. High school ball, my high school coach was super aggressive. We always went for it. Junior college, same thing. So I love that A-Rod. That's the same mentality for him. And the guys love it too because that just shows his belief in us. And it's a lot of fun to be able to just have a coordinator who believes in you like that. And have a team who can perform like that.
Speaking of A-Rod, when did him and Kalani communicate that you won the competition to be the starter going forward?
You want to know how long we successfully kept it under wraps? What was it, middle of last week? So when we kind of officially ended camp stuff and started prepping for Southern Illinois.
For you, how did that maybe instill some confidence and maybe change or validate, what you felt about yourself and how you performed?
When you win any job, when you win any competition, it makes you feel good about yourself. But you can't just sit there and feel good about yourself. We had a game to win, and so it really just got down to preparation. And having a guy like Gary in the room is awesome for that. He's a veteran. He's done it so many ways. He's a heck of a ball player. And so having him in that room is so valuable to me.
John, this week was a little unique with having Jay Hill's situation. What was that like for the defense?
Yeah, we came in and got the news yesterday, and we were all kind of, really shocked and surprised. We're super active and super always involved in everything we do, and so to get that news of him going through that was devastating, to say the least. And a lot of guys, offense and defense, rallied around the idea that he pours his heart and soul into this program, believes in us, so we better play our hearts out for him. And so so we he wanted us to not play the game any different or do any special anything crazy. He just you should go out and play, do your thing. And I think it was good to have that. And I reminded the boys while we were playing that we got special circumstances going on, so it was a little bit of a setback, but I'm proud of the guys and how they played through it.
What did it mean for him to?
Was made of increasing physicality in the trenches. On that regard, how do you feel like you guys did? And also, what was the problem with containing the quarterback?
Yeah, we had some runs get away from us. They had to run their quarterback, which was a risky decision. Obviously, paid off for them. There was a couple times where we'd get them on third and long, and then the quarterback goes up for a scramble. We're kind of in our drop eight, so there was some things where we as 3 defensive linemen playing in that, we got to do better of knowing when the draw is coming or knowing how to contain the quarterback. And that was. It's first game stuff, a little bit. It comes with the game a little bit. So I think we'll watch film and get better and practice it throughout the week.
John, I was just going to ask what it was like to have Jay here and have him show up to the game, and talking about after what you've been through, what was it like for him to be here?
Yeah, it was incredible. It just that's just the kind of guy he is. He's always telling us to be tough, and tough guys do this, and for them to have a heart attack and then make it the game the next day, it's pretty tough in my opinion. So having him there, it was awesome. He was sitting down or whatever, and he was shook hands with him, told me we're thinking about him, praying about him. So he knows the deal, and he's gonna continue to try his best, even though he's got something going on. So he's gonna find a way to coach us the best way he can.
Did he say anything to you guys before the game when he came out onto the field? Did you get a chance to talk to him?
Yeah, we just shook hands a little bit after our warm up. The whole team kind of went over, and 80 guys are trying to shake his hand. So shook his hand, told him I was praying for him, looking out for him, and he was kind of talking to everybody. But yeah, just seeing them there on the field with us, it was really motivating.
Did any meetings get rescheduled or changed on Friday once you heard out the news, or did everything stay on schedule even without him?
Yeah, I mean, we met as a defense real quick and just, addressed, the elephant in the room, and basically said that, the defensive staff is going to take care of the play calling, and they did a job, really good job tonight. I mean, all the guys, on the defensive staff have coached and played in the defense that we're running, so all the calls were, in on time, and there was clear communication. It was actually, incredible how, how fast and how, precise the calls were. So to see that go down without, the coordinator, just is testament to kind of how, they run things and kind of the system that we're playing with.
Jake, you had 8 big plays through the air. Was stretching the field a big focus for you in your growth this season?
I think the opposite, to be honest with you. I've always been aggressive in the way I play, and we knew coming into this game that we'd have a couple chances to take shots downfield, and obviously it was fun to get that first one at JoJo and then Keelan later on, and a bunch of the other ones throughout the day. And but I mean, we were ready to take shots. I mean, you asked those receivers; they were excited for this game plan for this week, and it just goes to show those guys worked hard this offseason, worked hard in camp to get that stuff down. And big plays make offense a lot easier. 13 play drives are really hard. Having one and scoring a touchdown is unbelievable. We ate up a lot of game clock in that drive, but they don't happen very often. And so be able to have those big plays to shorten those drives makes a huge difference.
How much of a
Last
validation?
question.
How much validation was this performance from the progress you guys have made as an offense from last season?
It is, I would say, but we knew who we are. We're confident in ourselves. Everybody in that offense knows what we can do. I think it's a validation more for you guys than anything, because we're confident in our abilities, and those guys went out there and played just as good as they knew they would play. And so